Good morning, dear students. In the last video, we have seen about oxidation and reduction reaction, and together they are termed as redox reaction. But now, let us see that how this oxidation and reduction takes place, or who are responsible for this oxidation and reduction. Oxidation and reduction reaction takes place because of some agents. You might be knowing what you mean by agents. Agents, that means the one who is doing the work of that particular task. We know that ticket booking agent, traveling agents, right? What do they do? If I say ticket booking agent, that means a person who is involved in the work of ticket booking. Traveling agent, a person who is involved in arrangement of the tours and travels, right? Land agent, that means the one who is involved in selling and buying the lands. Building agents, right? So agents, that means the one who is doing that particular work. Here we have oxidation and reduction reaction because of some agents, because of someone who undergoes oxidizing work and reducing work, and due to them the oxidation reduction takes place. And so we will discuss over here oxidizing and reducing agents. So first of all, oxidizing agent. Now see, the word is oxidizing agent. As I just told, ticket booking agent, that means the one who is doing the work of ticket booking. So here, according to that, if I say oxidizing agent, that means the one who is doing the work of oxidizing other. Clear? So let us see what is oxidizing agents. The substance which can bring about oxidation. The substance which can bring about oxidation of other substance is called oxidizing agent. That means the one substance which is able to oxidize other, because during reaction, when one substance is able to bring about oxidation, then that substance is doing the work of oxidation, so it is oxidizing agent. The one who is doing the work of traveling, tours and traveling, so he is traveling agent. That means in the reaction, the one who is doing the work of oxidation, then that substance is oxidizing agent. In another word, the substance which cause addition of oxygen or removal of hydrogen. That means during reaction, a substance which is responsible for addition of oxygen or removal of hydrogen from the other substance, then that particular substance is called oxidizing agent. Clear? One more way to identify oxidizing agent is a substance which oxidizes others and reduces itself is an oxidizing agent. So this is one simpler way to find out who is oxidizing agent. Once again, a substance which oxidizes others. It means one substance which can oxidize the other one and itself get reduced. That means any one substance which can give oxygen to other, and from it removes the oxygen and add the oxygen to other, then that particular substance, as it is giving oxygen to other, that means addition of oxygen is done to other, then that particular substance is called oxidizing agent because itself is reducing. See here, little attention you have to give. When ticket booking person is doing ticket booking, so that person is called ticket booking agent. What work it is been done, that agent he or she is called. So here when a substance is oxidizing other, then it is oxidizing agent. And when it oxidizes others, it definite that itself will reduce. If I say copper oxide, then copper oxide is having CuO. As we have seen, copper oxide is CuO. Now this copper oxide, if it removes oxygen, that means itself is reduced now. Right? Removal of oxygen, it means reduction. And as it is reduced, now here oxygen is given to hydrogen. Right? So H2O. Oxygen is added here. Oxygen is added to water. Right? Can you see here? Copper oxide. O is removed. So copper oxide, now it was having two atoms, copper and oxygen. From it, oxygen is removed. So it is reduced. Itself is reduced, but it is oxidizing, giving oxygen to hydrogen. So as oxygen is given by copper oxide to hydrogen, copper oxide is oxidizing agent. It means it is oxidizing others and itself is reduced. Clear? So this is oxidizing agent. The substance which oxidizes others and itself reduces is oxidizing agent. Right? Now let us see here the example of oxidizing agent. Here we have reaction. Sulfur reacts with oxygen to give sulfur dioxide. We know here that addition of oxygen takes place. And when addition of oxygen takes place, it is oxidation reaction. So, here oxygen is added to sulfur. So, it is sulfur dioxide. Right? It means oxygen is added to sulfur. Oxidation has taken place. So, oxygen here itself is oxidizing agent because it is adding oxygen to sulfur. Oxygen is added to sulfur. And itself you see, now there is identity of oxygen is already complete. No more oxygen gas is there. It is now termed as new product sulfur dioxide. So, we can say that oxygen is added to sulfur. So, oxidation and oxygen itself has reduced. So, it is oxidizing agent. Now, see one more example. Hydrogen sulfide, when reacts with chlorine gas, gives hydrochloric acid and sulfur. Right? Now, here see, we don't have any oxygen. That means addition of oxygen gives oxidation. And then and only then we can get oxidizing agent. But at the same time, one more thing also we have learned, and that is, if addition of oxygen takes place, it is oxidation, or removal of hydrogen takes place, then also it is oxidation. So here we can see hydrogen sulfide, hydrogen is with sulfur. Hydrogen is removed and now product you see sulfur is alone. So hydrogen is removed from sulfur and it is given to chlorine gas, and which is existed as a new product hydrochloric acid. So here a substance which is responsible for removal of hydrogen from the other substance, then that particular substance is called oxidizing agent. So here you see this chlorine. Chlorine is able to remove hydrogen from hydrogen sulfide. So chlorine is oxidizing agent. Chlorine is responsible for oxidation reaction. Right? So chlorine is the oxidizing agent because chlorine is able to remove hydrogen from hydrogen sulfide. And hydrogen is removed from sulfur and chlorine is reduced. Right? Now here are some common oxidizing agents. Oxygen O2, ozone O3, chlorine Cl2, nitric acid HNO3, nitrogen peroxide H2O2, concentrated sulfuric acid H2SO4, potassium permanganate KMnO4, right? Potassium dichromate K2Cr2O7, fluorine F2. These are common oxidizing agent. When they are present in the reaction, they will oxidize other and themselves they will reduce. Now, what is reducing agent? It is completely opposite to the oxidizing agent. The substance which can bring about reduction of other substance is called reducing agent, or in other words, A substance which causes addition of hydrogen or removal of oxygen from other substance is called reducing agent. We have just seen in the example of H2S and chlorine about oxidizing agent. Chlorine was able to remove hydrogen, so oxidizing. See here, substance who is able to add hydrogen or remove oxygen is reducing agent. And in another way, substance which reduces others and oxidize itself is reducing agent. Now let us see the example of reducing agent. Carbon when reacts with zinc oxide gives carbon monoxide CO plus zinc. Now let us just see from this reaction what happens. Here oxygen is removed from zinc oxide and it is given to carbon, and so new product is carbon monoxide and zinc itself. So what we can say, oxygen is removed from zinc oxide and given to carbon to become carbon monoxide. So what happened? Carbon is a substance which is able to remove oxygen from zinc. So carbon is reducing zinc oxide and making only zinc, and itself you see, itself it is oxidizing, right? So substance which oxidize itself and reduce others, it is reducing agent. So here carbon is reducing agent because oxygen is removed from zinc oxide and added to carbon, right? H2S, this one example once again which we have discussed in oxidizing agent. H2S, that is hydrogen sulfide, when reacts with chlorine becomes hydrochloric acid and sulfur itself. Here what happens? Here H2S, hydrogen sulfide, it is reducing agent because what happens over here? Hydrogen from hydrogen sulfide is added to chlorine, right? And hydrochloric acid is obtained. So H2S is now not having H2 with it. So hydrogen is removed from sulfur. Removal of hydrogen is reduction, right? So here hydrogen sulfide is reducing agent. Removal of hydrogen from hydrogen sulfide and added to chlorine. Addition of hydrogen to chlorine. So here what happens? Oxidation. And who is reducing? Hydrogen from sulfur. So itself here it gives oxidizing. So itself is a reducing agent. Substance which causes addition of hydrogen or removal of oxygen from other substance is called reducing agent. So here hydrogen is able to add hydrogen from it to the chlorine. So it is a reducing agent, right? Hydrogen is added to chlorine. Some common reducing agents are carbon, sulfur dioxide, SO2, hydrogen, H2, hydrogen sulfide, H2S. So these was about oxidizing agent and reducing agent. And as I told, when both the reactions takes place simultaneously, that is together, the reaction in which oxidation and reduction both takes place simultaneously together is called oxidation reduction reaction, that is redox reaction, right? Short form from oxidation and reduction, RED from reduction, OX from oxidation, redox reaction. Let us see here one example. Zinc plus copper sulfate. Zinc metal solid form when reacts with copper sulfate aqueous solution gives copper metal and zinc sulfate aqueous solution. Now see here. Here zinc is metal, right? You see on a product side it is zinc sulfate. What happened? Oxygen along with sulfur is added to zinc. So addition of oxygen is taking place. So the reaction, this portion, zinc to zinc sulfate, is oxidation. But simultaneously you see copper sulfate having oxygen on reactant side. See on the product side, it is only copper metal. Removal of oxygen has taken place. So this is reduction part. You can see both oxidation and reduction reaction is taking place in only one type of reaction, that is simultaneously at the same time. One of the substance is oxidized, at the same time other is reduced. Here zinc is oxidized, so it is zinc sulfate. Here copper sulfate is reduced, oxygen is removed, so it is only copper. Simultaneous oxidation and reduction gives the example of redox reaction, right? Some more examples and its application of redox reaction and more examples of reduction reaction we will see in our another video. By the time, thank you.